Hello, my friends. I'm just getting my little gloves on so I don't break my wrists trying to draw. My poor wrists. How are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. Well, that entirely depends on when my lovely cheese guy gets home. I know he's gonna want to go to the gym tonight because we had pizza for dinner yesterday. So he is definitely going to want to go to the gym today, and I should go with him because we had pizza for dinner yesterday. So, all right. So this is gonna be what our break screen looks like, right? Cute? Cute? Do we think it's cute? What's the vibe? Is it cute? Yeah? Alright. Why didn't you sleep? You better sleep. But this is going to be animated, so the parts that I'm thinking are going to be animated are going to have to be on separate layers. So for him, that's probably... It's probably going to be his little hands, the cracker, his ears and whiskers, and maybe his head, and possibly his tail. And then for him, it's going to be his whiskers, his head, his ear, maybe this arm, the tail, and the paintbrush. And then also maybe like one of these little drips, maybe 2 of them, boink. So those are the segments that are going to be animated. I think maybe it looks like that because it's red, but anyway, I have to keep those pieces in mind for when I am inking, because those will have to be on separate layers. Where do we want to start? I guess let's start with the plate, I suppose. Can I put all of this on one layer? Is that a bad idea? It is a bad idea. I'm not gonna do it. I got scared, okay? I know I'm going to. That is a thick brush. There we go. Oh my goodness. Why are you bucking? I have literally just started streaming, I swear to God. Rory. You better quit your bucking. Oh, she's still bucking. She's crazy. She's just crazy. I usually just let her bark. I feel like she stops barking quicker if I just allow it. No. If he did come back this early, I would probably keep streaming until 5 or 6. But no, he shouldn't be back until either 5 or 6 today. So either 2 or 3 hours. I'm trying not to make this line art too thick because I want the plate to have like a gold rim. And so if I keep this line art nice and light, then I can have that nice bright gold rim. Nice and light. Oh, I should probably draw a little bit of the plate behind the cracker, just in case I have to move. Technically, it's not a cracker, it's a cookie. I'm sure we all care very much about the technicalities of it all. I'm sorry, okay? The colors we're using are red and green. And you're just gonna have to accept that. I apologize. Cheese Guy is with you. His favorite color is blue as well. But I am not. There's nothing like a green-red combo. There we go. Do I want to do that? Not really. You might be wondering what that even is. Me too. I have no idea. Perfect. And then I can add some nice dark shading under the plate here. I'm sorry, okay? Do your own blue thing. This is my space. This is my cult. I just don't like blue because I grew up in Florida. So like all of the like blue decor that I ever grew up around was all beach themed, and I do not like the beach. I am a beach hater. I'm so pale that the sun would roast me alive if given the chance. I hate sand. I cannot swim very well. I'm a really bad swimmer. That is entirely true. I hold my nose still when I jump in the water. Or like when I'm trying to swim underwater, I'll hold my nose. I doggy paddle when I'm trying to swim. I'm a really bad swimmer, and so the ocean is quite frightening for me. Plus I don't like seaweed. So I just hate the beach. In my mind, there's no reason to go to the beach. Let's see. I'm just gonna grab like this color and make it a little more pale for the base of the plate. I doggy paddle. I just find it the most comfortable way to swim. And also the quietest. Like, I don't understand why people swim so loud. Like, yeah, I can swim in ways other than a doggy paddle, but the doggy paddle is the quietest and least splashiest way to swim. So I don't understand why people are out here, like, splashing with their legs and stuff. It's so loud. Plus, doggy paddling is great exercise because it's extremely inefficient. I know this plate looks very yellow, but you'll have to bear with me. I demand you bear with me. It's a little suspicious if you ask me. Doggy style swimming. Little sus. Why did this just get lighter? Don't do that. Yeah, see, when I put a clipping mask on it, it gets lighter. What's that all about? I always get confused if that's the correct form of bear with me, but it must be. It can't be like bear, B-A-R-E. But for some reason, my brain always goes like, it can't be spelled like a bear, right? But I guess it is, you know? Like, I don't know. I know this looks whack. I know it does. Bear with me. And primarily, don't worry. It does kind of look like an egg. You are not wrong. Look, I've never drawn a plate before, okay? And I don't know exactly how it's supposed to look. It looks like a pie. Oh God. This doesn't super matter because there's like a bunch of cookies on the plate. Thank you. I don't know. I think it's because I literally just think I'm stuttering. I literally just think it's because I've never drawn one before, so I'm very confused about like exactly where things are supposed to be shaded. And I don't think this is a very simple plate either. It's supposed to have all of this like little ruffly decoration on it. Look, I just want it to look fancy, okay? I want it to look vintage. That's the whole vibe. Vintage isn't the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for antique. Vintage is definitely more like 70s stuff right now. This is supposed to look like grandma china. There are so many of them on Twitch. Oh my god. I'm like stunned that they get away with it. But I swear, I scroll through like the art section on Twitch, and like so many of the streams that are like the top most viewed streams are just somebody drawing hentai. And I'm baffled. I'm baffled by it. I have no idea why that's a thing. Like, don't get me wrong, good for them or whatever, but Jesus. What? What do you mean? I am a good Christian girl. I would never in my life. That FNAF thing, that was not me. I was bullied into looking it up by my heinous chat. That being you. Heinous members of my chat. I know it was you. You're trying to make me feel bad. It wasn't me. I got peer pressured into it Frenchie was also peer pressuring me. You know how he is. Is he texting me? Stop texting me. I've thought about it. Trust me. I'm not opposed to it. Like, I've drawn a lot of nudie stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I went to school for art, so I've drawn my fair share of nude artwork. I liked figure drawing classes. I was not supposed to be in the figure drawing classes because I was 17 while in college, and they were supposed to be 18 plus. But you know me, I'm a rebel. It was mostly okay, like it was fine. I was like, oh, it's nothing I haven't seen before because we had female models. And then one day we had a male model. And okay, I don't know if this is too personal. I had never this is definitely too personal. I had never seen a penis in person at that point. Like, I'd never seen one before. And I was so scared. But I ended up sitting exactly where, like, his leg was covering it, so I never saw it. And I was so grateful. I'd never seen one before. I didn't know what to expect. I guess nervous is maybe a better descriptor than scared. I wasn't like trembling in my boots. But I was like straight up nervous. Look, I don't know what men have going on down there. It's none of my business. I don't want to know, okay? They can keep that to themselves. I don't want to hear any of that. Yeah, but I never had to see it. I did not see a penis until I did not see a penis until another, like, oh god, 3 years later. I know. I know. I mean, I'd been in that class for, God, I don't know, 8 weeks at that point, 10 weeks, and we'd never had a male model. Straight up frightening. I've never been so scared in my fucking life. It's okay though. It's all good. I did not see his penis. What is it, Robbie? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? What's wrong? You love your mommy? Do you want to come say hello? Hello? Why were you crying? She gets upset sometimes when I'm streaming. She's very sensitive. It was not him, surprisingly. I know he sort of just gives off, like, I would do nude modeling in college vibes, but it wasn't him. Oh, girl. My newt just wants to hold hands with me. She's crazy. Just adding these, like, cute little flowers on the plate. Not quite, but that would be hilarious. These are like a little too dark. Maybe like that. I'm pretty sure he knows that story. I'd gotten lucky at that point. No man had ever tried to flash me. And then this rando comes in. I would like to say that all of the nude models that I drew for classes were extremely professional, very kind people, including this guy. The ladies that I drew were completely beautiful, totally lovely women. This guy, he chilled the whole time. He wasn't weird about it. He was a totally nice guy. I don't want to give off the impression that he was anything but a very nice guy. I hesitate to say yes, that they were hot. Both the women that we drew were probably in their 60s, so more beautiful than hot, I would say. Also, this is probably mean to say, and I don't mean any disrespect by it. One of the women in the life drawing class, the models, she had very fake breasts. Which was interesting to draw, actually. Because that meant that they didn't, like, act like a natural figure's breasts would act. So it was always a little bit of a challenge to draw her with her accurate body type, I guess is how I'll put it. Again, very beautiful lady. Oh god, no. Just overall figures. I think maximum we only had like 20 minutes per figure. I'm sure that I still have some of those drawings around. I should definitely do a stream or something where I like go through my like art school portfolio. I'm sure I still have a ton of old drawings. It was only one class. Everyone's so focused on, like, on drawing that nobody's, like, being a little weird perv about it or anything. There was this guy in classes that bothered me immensely, though. I remember his name, but I'm not going to say it. But he bothered me so much because the teacher would put on like classic rock music or whatever for us to listen to while we drew, just to have something on in the background. And this guy would sing the whole time. He would sing along to every single song. He was so annoying. I don't mind people singing along to songs in their own home or whatever. I don't even necessarily mind it if you're like out hanging out on the quad, on the lawn, having fun with some friends. But it was a completely silent room, except for this guy singing. It made me so angry every single time it happened. Also, not to be a bitch, but this guy was not a very talented artist, so... I mean, I am being a bitch. That is literally just me being a bitch. Sorry. He just always made me so mad. I think the thing that made me so pissed about him is that he was one of those people that couldn't take crit. So I would actually have to leave the room while he was getting his critique from the professors because I was so, like, secondhand embarrassed. Because he thought, like, he was the best artist in the entire world, and he would argue with critique, and I cannot stand that. It makes me so mad. It makes me so upset. I would have to leave the room and hide in the bathroom until I thought his crits were over. There are just some people like that who refuse to take critique, and it's like, okay, you can do that if you want, but you're literally at school learning art. What did you think was going to happen? You thought that the professors were just constantly going to be impressed by you? Nah, you gotta take crit. I know. I just have a really low tolerance for secondhand embarrassment. I think it's different when you're a kid. Because it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, maybe you've never had to really take critique before. You should still learn. Like, that's still something you should definitely learn while doing team sports or school or whatever. You should learn how to take critique. But when you're like a fully grown adult in university, come on, man. What are you doing? Just take the crit. Come on. It makes me so mad. When I was in secondary school, so post-secondary education, getting my graduate degree, I'm very confused about my sketch here. Hang on. There was a girl that actually, she like had a big blow up with the professor about critique. Like, she was pissed off. And she actually left the school that we were at the next semester, so she really could not take crit. She was very upset about having to take any kind of critique. I am gonna start zooming out IRL. That actually sounds rad. Can you imagine being somewhere and someone's like, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, you know, just zooming out. I'm sorry, do you think that plants have blue leaves? Because I would say that most plants do not have blue leaves. I'm sorry that you're delusional and you think that plants have blue leaves, but you're wrong. I cannot tell what's going on with this pattern. It's driving me crazy. Jeez. That's no good. I'm gonna contribute to you failing your classes, just so you know. I'm preparing you in advance. So when your mom asks you why, you can blame me. I'll take the heat for it. I expect a phone call from your mother, but she's going to have to track me down, okay? If your mom can dox me to find my phone number, I will gladly take the blame for your test. Look, it won't be hard, just wait, and I will eventually dox myself. Totally unintentionally, but it's gonna happen. You know, it kinda has to. That is a rose, not a leaf. Hey, Chris! How's it going? Trying to draw like an old grandma plate. I don't know how well we're succeeding, but we are trying, which is the most important part. It also doesn't need to be amazing. It just needs to be convincing from, like, this distance. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going for. I'm going for a very vintagey vibe. Antique store vibe. Now, what is that? Don't be like that. Come on. It's a nice little shape. Maybe I'll include that little heart shape in other places too, like here. Oh god. I mean, I've only been there once, so I don't think they would know my name. I also did not pay. Frenchie paid. So as much as I think that might work, I think you're out of luck. Oh, I should put my iPad on Do Not Disturb though, shouldn't I? Just in case. Just in case I get any phone calls. I forget. The first time I get murdered, I'm really gonna regret not being carefuler with my safety features. Carefuler? Carefuler. Carefuler? More careful. Carefuler? No, more careful, right? It's definitely not carefuler. Yeah, alright. I accept it. I have kind of monopolized him for many, many years. It's only fair that others get a chance with him, I suppose. Trying to add a little bit of dimension here without having to go too crazy. Just add some more leaves. Look, I never claimed to be able to speak English. Just because you assumed. I feel like we have grandma vibes, right? Now, I just have to figure out how to make these guys look more embedded, I guess. Let's add a, like, nice soft brush multiply thing over here. Like that. And erase some of it. Thank you! You should know that I very much look like a grandma right now as well. I feel like that's important to note. I am wearing compression gloves, big cozy socks, and a cardigan indoors in the middle of summer because I was cold. I still feel like it looks kind of like a pie, but I'm hoping the color will shift a little. Should be like almost like a lighter rim along here. I feel like it's kind of looking like a plate. What? What do you mean having grandma vibes is not a compliment? That's so mean. You're so mean to me right now. You are being so mean to me right now. You have no idea how mean you're being to me right now, but you are being so mean to me right now. The AC is definitely turned up way too high. But rather than get hot, I would very much prefer to just be cold and have on a jacket and some fuzzy socks and a big old blanket on my lap. Because it's currently, what's the weather? 67 degrees. That is a lie. That is fully a lie. It is not 67 degrees outside. Where does my computer think I am? It is not 67 degrees outside. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like 90. It's like 90 degrees outside. There's no way. I'm offended that it would even try to claim that it's 67 degrees outside. Yeah, it's 97 out. And with the humidity, it feels like 104 degrees. So I'm not turning the AC down at all. Because what if I have to step outside for 1 second? And then I come back inside and my house is like a nice 75 degrees. I'll die. I'll die of hypothermia. I am not over-exaggerating. How dare you? It's a gajillion degrees right now. I live in the beautiful state of Florida, alright? I cannot believe it's 97 degrees. I was just thinking about how, like, oh, it's been a little bit cool this last week or so. Maybe it isn't going to be such a horrible summer this year. because it was like 80 yesterday. I was able to take the dogs for a walk. I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. That's what my voice sounds like, by the way. This isn't so bad. And then today it's feels like it's over 100 degrees. What, you've never heard of Flo Rida? Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. That's Flo Rida. What, are you some kind of fake Flo Rida fan? Typical. Typical fake fan. You don't even know. Ah. Can you blow my Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, baby, start real slow. That is an inappropriate song. Sorry, I've just got it stuck in my head. Look, it's maybe about a certain, a certain inappropriate act. You don't know what my voice sounds like. I could be putting on a voice this entire time and you would have no idea. I think our plate is starting to look like a plate, which is pleasing to me. That is always the goal. I want things to look how they're supposed to look. And in this case, it's supposed to look like a plate, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I do think that I'm going to take... Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. God. I'm going to take these. And I'm going to distort them a little so they're flatter. Like that. Nice and flat. Why? What are you doing? Stop that. My goodness. Do they look a little flatter? Do they look better or worse? No, yeah, I did. I was just saying Florida in a weird way. Sorry for confusing you. No, Flo Rida is a rapper. Not a state. He's maybe a state of being, a state of mind, one might say. But yeah, no, I live in Florida. I was just saying Florida in a weird way. Because it's fun to freak with Europeans. Har 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 har. I would actually like to stretch these out a little bit more in that direction. Perfect. I feel like we're getting there. I am not a rat! I am gonna tell Frenchie, I'm going to tell him that you called me a rat. I am going to tell him. He is gonna be so mad. I am gonna tell him. You are gonna feel my wrath. You are going to feel my wrath. You're going to feel his wrath. I will tell him what you said. I am not scared of you. I am not a rat. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? No, I'm not even going to look at your texts. I'm not even going to look at them. I have never been so highly offended in all my life. I'm not even going to look at your messages. I'm not even going to look. That looks like a plate to me. Well, luckily for you, that restaurant doesn't exist anymore. Get wrecked. Get completely wrecked. Do we like it? Does it look like a plate? Don't answer that. Okay, I need to add the gold. That's because I'm not old, okay? I'm not offended because I know that I'm not old. I'm simply... I am the incredibly young age of 23. Okay, so the question with this is, do I try to paint it gold myself, or do I take a gold texture off the internet and use that? I'm not a rat. I'm not. Frenchie and I were talking about it, and we had seen like a TikTok or something that said that you're either rat pretty, like you're either in appearance, you're either a rat or a frog. And unfortunately for me, we've decided that my features are definitely more frog-like than rat-like. Frenchies are more rat-like than frog-like, so unfortunately, I am not a rat. I am a frog. It truly makes me so sad. You have no idea. I would much rather be a rat. Don't look at my tabs. Hang on, I'm gonna do something. Don't look at my tabs. I'm just grabbing a gold texture off the internet. Okay. Interesting. We think that I'm a frog because I have very round, wide features. And he has very like sharp, thin features, so that makes him a rat and it makes me a frog. Unfortunately for me. Don't get me wrong, I like my features. They make me look very cute. But I am definitely more of a frog than a rat. Thanks. That's so nice. I will take you up on that offer. I do eat flies for fun, which might have contributed to the whole frog assessment. Bow. Bow. Yum yum. I love flies. So tasty. That's what a frog would say, right? They go yum yum. What if I did eat frogs? Would you stop watching my video? Stop watching my streams? Probably. What is confusing about wanting to eat flies? You ever eaten a fly before? No? Then don't judge. I have never eaten a fly, just for the record. I have also never swallowed a fly by accident. I know a lot of people have done that. The thought of having that happen to me freaks me out a lot, so I really, really hope that that never happens to me. Should make sure this is actually, like, looking like something before I do the whole thing. I mean, it kind of looks gold-ish. We'll keep going. I'm not sure I love it, but we'll keep going. Oh, God! Chris! Thank you. I've been drawing this whole time. Chris, you saved my life. I owe you my entire life, Chris. Thank you. I'm so embarrassed. Ugh. I would have just stayed on that screen for possibly hours. I would not have moved. Oh my gosh. No, don't apologize to him. He's trying to sabotage me. I can't. I was on that screen for like 2 whole minutes. Nobody told me. Guys. Not cool. Not cool, guys. No. That would have been so boring for you. Why would you want that? You just want to watch the world burn. I see how it is. Wow. I see how it is. Just being evil for no reason. Tisk, tisk. You're lucky that I allow evildoers in my chat. You're lucky. You are lucky. Evil doing is technically not against the rules. How does it look? Does it look golden? Like shiny? I feel like this is a little bit too close in tone, so I'll have to fix that. What are you even talking about? You are crazy. You're out of your mind. He's out of his gourd. What? I'm 23 years old. Of course I'm not watching Lego Ninjago. I'm watching Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated like a real adult, okay? That sounds like a joke. It's not. I am currently watching Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated with my boyfriend. And we're liking it. We love Scooby-Doo, okay? We just finished watching What's New Scooby-Doo. No. Yes. Yes. What's New Scooby-Doo? We just finished watching that one, and now we're watching Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, okay? And yes, maybe sometimes we watch Bluey. But only when I'm really upset, okay? Okay, yes. Maybe I love Bluey, and I think it's great. Alright, sue me. Sue me, whatever. I'm sorry that Bluey is a good show, okay? Oh my god. You know, I think Lego Ninjago was on TV when I was a kid, but I was one of those kids who wasn't allowed to watch television. You know? Like, that was one of, like, my parents' rules, is that we were not allowed to watch, like, cable TV. You know? Do you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, we were one of those families that was not allowed to watch cable TV. Does it look gold? Does it look shiny? We weren't allowed to watch any TV. We were allowed to watch Tom and Jerry. And that's it. Part of it was, because my siblings are adopted. So when we were really young, it was like, they didn't speak English. So... So my parents would have us watch something that didn't have a lot of words in it so that they could follow along. But also they just kind of thought most TV was like drivel. You know, like SpongeBob and stuff. They hated that. They were not fans. I wanted a lighter color. But I think this brush is purely additive, maybe? I know that this is the wrong color. Whoop, whoop. Just want to add a little bit of... That's fair. I was more of a YouTube kid too, I think. I was watching mostly YouTube. By the time I was like maybe 11. The first like YouTubers I really liked were Smosh. I actually would go to their website every... God, what was it? Like Tuesday and Friday? They would upload every Tuesday, Friday. And I was there every time. I was ready. I was waiting. That looks nice. I mean, it kind of looks like this plate. Not really. Dang. I figure though, I've got the ADHD as well. I have what the kids call ADHD. gold just isn't golding. You know, it's just not golding. I'm gonna turn my thing off again and I'm not gonna forget it this time, okay? I just want to look for a different gold color. I'm not gonna forget. Don't try and make me forget. Alright? I'm not gonna do it. Grab a couple different gold textures. Ta-da! I suppose I feel that. I have, I get lucky because I get hyperfixated. That definitely feels a bit more gold, yeah? I tend to get like hyperfixated until I've like wrung every last bit of excitement that I can out of whatever exciting thing I'm doing, and then I'm like incredibly bored for 2 weeks or whatever. Here? No, certainly not here. My doggies would have gone off. I always know because they freak. I want to make these like little out thingies more elaborate. Fine, I'll erase them. Even though I don't want to. I just feel like they'd look a little better if they were a little more elaborate. What I'm gonna do though, instead of drawing all of them, is I'm just gonna draw one that I really like. And then I will copy and paste it. I think being a lazy artist is kind of a good thing. You find like the most efficient way to do things. I just can't figure out a shape I like. Ah, I still don't like that shape. Oh, do you hear my back crack? That was horrendous. Sorry. I know that in the end this does not really matter. I'm aware. It just does that. It's probably not good. It's probably the reason my back always hurts. Let me look for a reference real quick, because I cannot figure out what I want to do with this. Okay, let me try something like this. Hang on one sec, I'm just testing something out. I know that I'm still on a blank screen, I'm aware. Oops, not that. Where did it go? Okay, I think I found something that I like. Stop doing what? What am I doing? I didn't do nothing. Don't you go accusing me now. I can't think of a specific instance where I've done that, but probably. That sounds like a very human experience. Oh God. Oh my God, this is so frustrating. This is very, very frustrating. It's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna worry about it. Why is this degrading so much, though? It shouldn't be degrading that much. Like, there's no reason for it to be degrading this much. I understand that it's small and that the software is trying to like use nearest neighbor for the pixelation. But look at this, it's horrendous. That is a-okay. It is late where you are, and you do have a test tomorrow. You probably should get some sleep. I'm just doing tedious stuff. You should definitely get some sleep. I'm literally just going to copy this like all the way around the board, and it's going to take me 17 years. I was supposed to get more than just a singular plate done today, but I suppose we'll see. You don't need to be here. I appreciate that you're supporting, but you don't need to be here. Bye, Chris. Thank you for hanging out. It was nice to see you. Probably should have decided that I liked this shape before I drew 1 million of them all the way around this border here, but that's okay. It's only a small waste of time. Okay, now that those are gone, let's copy and paste these. I know that one's blurry. It's supposed to be. Because it doesn't really matter if they're like super sharp and crisp. Stop. Just wants to grow and shrink for no reason. I don't know if this shape is gonna work either. Oh my god, I'm so pissed off. It's okay. It's okay. There is no reason to get angry. That's okay. You are all good. I'm just progressively getting more annoyed. Because I really like this pattern. I think it's better than the other one. And yet... and yet... it is annoying me half to death. This music is too intense. What is even going on? Jeez. Relax. It's not that serious. I'm not in the middle of an epic fantasy battle. I'm just drawing. That's kind of fine. Come on. Okay, this pattern is a pain in the ass, but it looks way better than what I was doing before, so I'm willing to overlook the stress that it has caused. Hopefully... oh, there's a gap here. Okay, and then if I just... I did not think this singular plate was going to take me an hour and a half, but that's where we're at right now, you know. Sometimes things just take longer than expected. And this is one of those things. It's not a bad thing, it's a completely neutral thing. I'm probably not going to stream for too much longer, just because my back pain is killing me today. And I would very much like to go lay down. I had hoped I would have been able to go for a little longer. I'll get the plate done at least. Okay, we're almost there. Whoop. Don't want to lose too much definition on like the arm parts here. Okay. Now let's see. That is better. Oh, I am very, very sore. I also don't particularly want this to go over the flowers. probably should have just kept these on nearest neighbor, because the blurriness is pissing me off. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, my back. Ow. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. I could add a few more flowers if I wanted to, I guess. I feel like we look pretty good. I just want to add like a little bit of a highlight along the very edge. Like here. And then I'm going to set this to like add or maybe screen, maybe overlay, just something to make it a little less stark. But I wanted to add this like actual light rim to everything. Let's see what would look nice. Let's screen. Color dodge, no. Add, no. Overlay. Overlay at half opacity, maybe? Yeah, that's good. Oh my god. I love this song. You guys might not know this about me, but I'm a huge Twilight fan. In terms of like, I love it a little bit ironically and a little bit unironically. But unironically, this song slaps. It's just, it's the Twilight song, you know? Mm-hmm. This song is much too dramatic. I think I can probably do all of the biscuits on the same layer. Does it look like a cute little puff of, like, whipped cream? I certainly hope so. Cute. Perfect. I think I might end stream so I can go sit on the couch and work because my back hurts a lot. What's in the background that I'm missing? The cup? Yeah, there we go. yeah, I'll sign off. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye now.